Good morning to one and all present over here. Myself Priyanshu Prasad from class 8A, and today I am going to recite a poem titled Courage by Edgar Albert Guest. Courage isn't a brilliant dash, a daring deed in a moment's flash. It isn't an instantaneous thing, born of despair with a sudden spring. Courage isn't a creature of flickered hope or the final tug at a slipping rope, but it's something deep inside the soul of a man that is working always to serve some plan. Courage isn't the last resort in the work of life or a game of sport. It isn't a thing that a man can call at some future time when he is apt to fall. Courage isn't a dazzling light that flashes and passes away from sight. It isn't a thing. It's part of a man that when his skies are blue, it's part of him when he has work to do. Courage was never designed for show. It isn't a thing that can come and go. Courage is written in victory and defeat. It's part of his hours, his days, and his years. Back of his smiles and behind his tears. Courage. Courage is more than a daring deed. It's part of the breath of life and a strong man's breath. It's the breath of life and a strong man's breath. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Priyanshu, for such an impressive performance. Next, we have Sarah Khan from 8A. Good morning, one and all. My name is Sarah Khan, and I'm from class 8A. The title of my poem is My Dear Mother. I'm reciting this to tell you that I love you, something I hardly ever do. I'll never tell you enough how much I love you, and it's a thing I must do. Sometimes I wonder from where did you get all that energy, Mom, to do all the things that you did, from being a teacher, doctor, counselor, to me when I was a kid. You have never turned your back on me, and I'm sure it's something you will never do. Because whenever I feel like I need to talk to someone, you're always there to help me through. And anytime I need a favor, you always seem to be there too. There is nothing in this world that I can do to pay you back for what you do. When God gave me to you, it was the best thing He could ever do. So I'm dedicating this poem to you, Mom, because I don't know any way else to say thank you.
Thank you, Sarah, for such a great performance. Next, we have Avika Chandra from 8. Good morning, respected teachers, judges, and my dear friends. Myself, Avika Chandra from class 8A, and today the topic of my English poem recitation is Still I Rise. You may write me down in history with your bitter twisted lines. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Because I walk when I've walked, while wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high, still I'll rise. Do Do you want to see me broken? Lowered head and lowered eyes. Lowered head and lowered eyes. Shoulders falling down like tear drops. Weakened by my soulful cries. Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard? Because I laugh and add on. Old minds begin in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hateful words, but still, like air, I'll rise. Out of the huts, history's shame, I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I'm here in the night. Leaving behind the nights of terror and fear, I rise into a daybreak that's wondrously clear. I rise, bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the dream and the hope of this name. I rise. By Maya Angelou, a civil rights activist and African American novelist. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhita, for such a remarkable performance. Next, we have Kumar Rajesh from 8A.
London, 1802. This poem is written by the poet William Wordsworth, who worshipped the late poet John Milton as to bring back virtue to their country. In this poem, the poet refers John Milton as a star and also a possible guide. London, 1802. Milton, thou shouldst be living at this hour. England has the need of thee. She's a fan of stagnant water, altar, sword, and pen. Fireside, the heroic wealth of God and power, has forfeited the ancient English power of inward happiness. We are selfish men. Oh, raise us up and return to us again, and give us manners, virtue, power, and freedom. Thy soul is like a star, and wealth apart. Thou hast a voice whose sound is like a sea, pure as heaven, pure as heaven, and majestic and free. So didst travel on life's common way in cheerful godliness, yet thy heart, the loneliest it can, yet thy heart, the loneliest. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Uma, for such an amazing performance. Next, we have Daksha Shukla from 8. Good morning, everyone. Myself, Daksha Shukla from class 8A. And today I am reciting a poem called A Dream Within a Dream by Edgar Allan Poe. Take this kiss upon the brow, and in parting way from you now. Thus much let me avow, you are not wrong, who deem that my days have been a dream. Yet, if hope has flown away, in a night or in a day, in a vision or in none, is it therefore the less gone? All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. I stand amid the roar of a surf-tormented shore, and I hold within my hands grains of the golden sand. How few, yet how they creep through my fingers to the deep. While I weep. Oh God, can I not grasp them with a tighter clasp? Oh God, can I not save one from a pitiless way? Is all that we see a scene, but a dream within a dream. Thank you.
Thank you, Daksha, for such a cheerful performance. Next, we have Vedantaran Bhosle from 8B.
Good morning to one and all. I am Vedantanan Bhosle from 8B. Today I am going to recite a poem written by my mother. Early in the morning, she opens my eyes, shows me the sky and very beautiful moments of my life. Early in the morning, she takes me to the temple with beautiful flowers to trample and makes walk me back home and make my day special. Early in the morning, early in the morning, um, early in the morning, she helps me with my essay. So I feel so very blessed to have whatever you have done. Mom, Mom, I, Mom, I feel so very blessed to have whatever you have done. Mom, no matter whatever I do, you never miss to encourage me and make my day. Thank you.
Thank you, Vedant, for such a pleasant performance. Next, we have Almira V. Satish from 8B.
Good morning to one and all present here. I am Adira Satish from class 8T and today I am going to recite a poem written by Rabindranath Tagore titled When the Mind is Without Fear. When the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where time is striving stretches its arms to its perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sands of dead habit. When the mind is led forward by thee into ever widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country away. Thank you.
Thank you, Almira, for such a pleasant performance. Next, we have Lavanya Gupta from 8B.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Lavanya of class 8B, and today I'm going to recite a poem known as The Sound of the Wind. The sound of the wind of which you hear daily songs in the midnight air. Through and through it comes again. What is it though you will never understand? Hear it once and hear it twice. Wonder if it's the sound of pride, the running through the air like fire, burning whatever it desires. As we listen to the sound, where is the place it can be found? It is the source of which you seek. The goal is indeed an almighty peak. Listen closely to what I say. Do not waste your time and day. Leave it be and let it be free. This is the way it meant to be. Thank you.
Thank you, Lavanya, for such a delightful performance. Next, we have Atharva Tripathi from 8B. Next, we have Soham Swarup Chaudhary from 8B.
Good morning. My name is Soham Chaudhary and I am from class 8B. And today I am going to recite a poem, The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. I'm sorry, I could not travel the both. And we one traveler long I stood and looked down as far as I could. Then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better care, because it was grassy and it wanted wealth. Though as for that, the passing had gone them really about the same. Though as for that, the passing had gone them really about the same. Oat that morning equally late in leaves, no steps had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet knowing how a way leads or to a way, I doubted if I shall ever come back. I'll be saying this with a sigh somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a yellow hood and I took the one less traveled by and that has all made the difference. Thank you.
Thank you so much for such an amazing performance. Next, we have Bahar Alyani from 8B.
My name is Gaurav Rani and today I am going to recite a poem known as Freedom by Rabindranath Tagore. Freedom from fear is the freedom I claim for you, my motherland. Freedom from the burden of the ages, bending your head, breaking your back, blinding your eyes to the beckoning call of the future. Freedom from the shackles of slumber, wherewith you fasten yourself in night's stillness. Mistrusting the star that speaks of truth's adventurous paths. Freedom from the anarchy of destiny. Whole sails are weakly eager to the blind and certain winds, and the helm to a hand ever rigid and cold as death. Freedom from the inside of dwelling in a puppet's world, where movements are started through brainless wires, repeated through mindless habits, when figures wait with patience and obedience for the master of show to be stilled into a mimicry of life. Thank you.
Thank you, Bahar, for such a cheerful performance. Next, we have Samad Bhagat from 8B.
Good morning, respected judges and teachers. I am Samar Bhagat from class 8 by. I am going to recite a poem by John Keats. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness, but still will keep a power quiet for us and a sleep full of sweet dreams and health and quiet breathing. Therefore, on every morrow are we breathing, spite of discordance of the inhuman dirt, of noble natures, of the gloomy days, of all the unhealthy and overdarkened ways made for our searching. Yes, in spite of all, some shade of beauty moves away the pall from our dark spirits, such the moon, the sun, trees old and young, sprouting a shady boom with the green world they live in, and such are daffodils, uh, that for themselves creating a shady boom in the hot summer, in the mid forest brake, rich with a sprinkling of fair musk rose bloom, that for themselves in the hot summer, which and we have imagined for a mighty death all of the tales that we have heard or read. We all the lovely tales that we have heard or read, the poems we have heard from the elders are once the most lovely in the nature unto our souls and bound us so fast that whether there be shine or moons of overcast, they will always be with us or we will die. Thank you.
Thank you, Samad, for such an impressive performance. Next we have Siddharth M from 8C.
Good morning. Today I am going to present a poem with profound life meaning, Fear by Khalid Gibran. It is said that before entering the sea, the river trembles with fear. It looks back at the path it has traveled from the peaks of the mountain to the long winding roads crossing forests and villages. And in front of her, she sees an ocean so vast that in order to enter seems nothing more than to disappear forever. But there is no other way. But there is no other way. The river cannot go back. Nobody can go back. To go back is impossible in existence. The river must take the risk of entering the ocean because only then will the fear disappear. Because only then will the river know it is not about disappearing into the ocean but of becoming the ocean. It is not about disappearing into the ocean but of becoming the ocean. Thank you.
Thank you, Siddharth, for such a remarkable performance. Next, we have Atharva Sandeep Vishwas Rao from 8C.
Good morning all. My name is Atharva Sandeep from class 8C and today I am going to represent The Mirror of Life by Catherine Pulsifer. Life is but a mirror looking back at us. Everything we do each day should lead us to impress. And sometimes when we need to see life differently, we have that mirror to show us, to help us change our view gently. The eyes of everyone also reflect back. The eyes of everyone also reflect back. Mirrors comes in different ways to show us what we lack. But most importantly, don't forget to always look. But most importantly, don't forget to always look. Be your best, and the life will look after the rest. Instead, set up your goals. Strive to complete it. It is good for your soul. Give life all you have got. Never look in the mirror and stop. Thank you.
Thank you, Atharva, for such a great performance. Next, we have Kavika Dixit from 8C.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Anika Dixit from class 8C. Today I'm going to recite a poem written by our Indian poetess Sarojini Naidu. The title of my poem is The Village Song. Honey child, whither are you going? Would you cast your jewels all to the breezes blowing? Would you leave the mother when golden grain has fed you? Would you greet the lover who is riding home to wed you? Mother mine, to the wide forest I'm going, where from the champa goes the champa buds are blowing. To the haunted coil river is ice, where lotus lilies glisten. The voices of the fairy folk are calling me, oh listen. Honey child, the world is full of pleasure, of bridal songs and cradle songs, and sandal-scented leisure. Your bridal rolls are in the room, silver and saffron glowing. Your bridal gates are on the heart, oh whither are you going? The bridal songs and cradle songs have cadences of sorrow, the laughter of the sun today, and the wind of that tomorrow. Far sweet of forest notes, where forest trees are falling. Oh, mother mine, I cannot stay. The fairy folk are calling. Thank you.
Thank you, Vika, for such an amazing performance. Next, we have Ishit Vivedi from class 8.
Good morning, one and all. My name is Ishi Dwivedi, and I am going to present the poem Daffodils, written by William Wordsworth. I wander, lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze, continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way. They stretched in the never-ending line along the margin of the bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves indeed. A bird could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. For what, when on my couch I lie, in vacant and pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude, and then my heart with pleasure fills, and dances with the daffodils. Thank you.
Thank you, Ishi, for such an excellent performance. Next, we have Ayush from 8C.
My name is Ayush and I am going to present a poem by Alfred Lord Tennyson. The poem's name is The Eagle. Mountains for my mansion, the clouds for my carpet, the sky for my curtains, the sun for my candle, the wind for my chariot, in the company of eagles. Flying above the earth, flying above the earth, floating above sailors, winging above bunnies, gliding above gravity, living above limits, soaring to success. Can't lie with me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ayush, for such an amazing performance. Next, we have Devansh Kumar Singh from 8C.
Good morning. My name is Devansh Kumar Singh, and today I'll be going to present The World is Too Much with Us by William Wordsworth. The world is too much with us, late and soon. Getting and spending, we live in some hours. Little we see in the nature that is ours. We have given our hearts away, a solid boon, the sea that bears our bosom to the moon. The wind that will be howling at all hours, and are gathered like sleeping flowers. For everything we are out of tune. It moves us not, great God. I'd rather be a pagan suckle than a three-hour moon. So my life, standing on this pleasant leaf, have glimpses that will make me less forlorn, have sight of gorgeous rising from the sea, or hear old Britain blow his withered horn. Thank you.
Thank you, Devansh, for such an excellent performance. So, we are going to end today's event here. Thank you to both the judges for spending their valuable time and judging all the participants. And also, a thank you to all the participants for
taking part in this event to make it possible.
So let us end this event with a huge round of applause for the judges and the participants.